Hello, welcome to R&R, where bad media from the past meets a beating. Well, we've gone through the absolute worst 3D games, 3D enhancement games. But now it's time to scrape the bottom of the barrel at last before we go on to movies. And here, I am introducing you to a special treat. I mean, and you're not gonna believe this, because this is like the craziest chipmunk shit I've ever seen in my life. The most drug-induced game I've ever seen. This is Bubsy 3D. Now you're probably wondering why I got a disc copy here and not digital download. Well, for one, ISOs of this game to run on emulators are very hard to find, and this game is actually. In fact, to tell you the truth, this game is actually so bad that you can't even get it on the PlayStation Network. I mean, you know, and there's a good damn reason for it. No one wants to play this shit! Oh, and would you look at this? Yeah, good. What a good company they were making those shitty games. I mean, this game has been noted for really bad controls, really bad gameplay graphics, and terrible voice actings in full motion videos that the PlayStation to actually go under the PlayStation's performance. It's more like it matches those of like the Sega CD. I mean, and now let's dive into Bubsy 3D. So hang on, people, it's gonna get loud.
Now, as you might have expected, I was saving the worst for last. And this time it's so bad it's surreal. And you'll quickly see how half-assed this game is by looking at the opening cutscene. It's even bad by PlayStation standards. I mean, this looks like the unfinished rendering from the cartoon reboot. And I would have actually done a much better job at this with my 3D modeling program in my multimedia class back in high school. And when I compare to that, I really mean it's gonna be batshit here. So we open up on this planet called Rion, which the aliens of this planet are giving a speech on how Bubsy is threatening the Earth. And you know what? The voice acting here is like atrocious, and half of the time you can't even understand what they're saying. I mean, take a listen.
Now our queen has developed an even more ingenious, such a thing as possible invasion plan. Unfortunately, we needed to get that fireball out of the picture. Later, they fought bravely and captured the hideous beast. You in no small part to five brilliant tactical leaders. On the return trip, due to a slight technical difficulty, the rocket carrying the beast crashed and the bobcat escaped.
What? I mean, his voice sounds like the demonic G major audio effect that people edit in their YouTube poops with programs like Audacity.
So far, all we know is that the creature's plan somehow revolves around collecting atoms and rockets. What it plans to do with these useless yet abundant natural resources...
Wait, hold on. Did he just call yarn and rockets abundant, useless natural resources? Did someone read the script? I mean, it doesn't make... I bet the script writers do not even know what natural resources are. And then the game starts. And the first thing you'll notice is the voice of Bubsy. No I don't. And you'll quickly notice the graphics are absolutely awful. I mean, you're just walking around an unfinished level. I mean, and I'm not over exaggerating here. This is for all of the levels, okay? All of them are broken and unfinished into basic building blocks. Imagine if in the earlier Tomb Raider games where they took apart a lot of the building blocks, the 3D polygon meshes, and you were able to skip through a level like that. Well, this is what this is. And to top it all off, there's even arrows pointing to where you're supposed to go and near where the end of the level is. And there's also telescopes to help you out to help you find rockets. So it's literally just a no-brainer. I mean, and also these levels are really short. But you're just thinking, oh, this is mainly just the first level. But no, every single level looks nearly the exact fucking same. Brightly colored, cut-out cardboard boxes with checkered colored floors. And each time they do different color swapping, because they were running out of ideas, now were they? I mean, at least Sonic 3D Blast didn't recycle levels, and they added a lot more detail. But this, however, is not playable. Look at the controls. I mean, it's very hard to steer this thing. I mean, and also, the bad thing is you can't even go backwards. Instead, you just hop. And I can't even tell you how difficult it is to maneuver. Okay, you turn around, you actually have to go forward first, and then you turn around instead of just turning around the same way and going in that direction. And also, you don't have good control over the camera! And then, if you press forward long enough, you will actually sprint. And if you try to slow down, it often takes a very, very long time. Oh, and there's also these enemies out there too. I mean, even basically you have to jump on top of them and whatnot, just like Mario. You kind of look like, it's kind of like a precursor to Mario 64. Except that game was released a couple months earlier before this one, and it looks much better and plays much more smoothly. However here, because of the bad controls and awful camera that you cannot control, it's very, very hard to actually hit the enemies and jump. And as a result, you'll end up getting hit yourself. Because the perspective, it makes it nearly impossible to judge your angle and distance over them. And so you end up getting yourself hurt instead of just landing on top of them. And it's also a bitch to do this with platforms too. Okay, what happened? I just paused for a minute, then I let go of the pause button and... What the fuck? Quit doing this!
I'm super, thanks for asking. All things considered, I couldn't be better, I'm a fan. I'm feeling super, and nothing bugs me. Everything is super when you're drunk, you think I looked you in this fashion. I'm so sorry, Mr. Criminal, but I just can't feel too bad for you right now. Because I'm feeling so insanely super, not even the fact that you can walk and bring me down.
Okay, see what happens? This game is glitchy as shit, okay? Because sometimes when you try to pause the game, and then resume a pause, it'll actually continue to pause every 3 to 4 seconds! And I'm not even touching the pause button! Literally, I did not touch a single button! So I had to restart the whole thing again! Now on the second level, you'll actually come across a place that's actually being blocked by some sunbolt. And so what you have to do is you walk up to an atom and you press the square button to shoot them at enemies. But that is actually bullshit most of the time, because half the time it's not even accurate of where you'll fire. And your timing has to be perfect. And I mean perfect. Because oftentimes you'll actually push the button too soon or too late, and thus you actually will not fire those atoms. Oh, and there's also one thing that actually allows you to hover up high and fly to other platforms if they're too far.
I believe I can fly. Woo. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day.
you bitches at the 3rd level. All these platforms above some lake. Oh, and to tell you the truth, Bubsy cannot swim, so if you touch the water, you die instantly. And you'll actually find this UFO enemy that sounds like a blow dryer. Why does it sound like a fucking blow dryer? At first when I figured this out, I had no idea what it was, but it was a UFO running around. Come on, get up there! Finally, we're here. And now we're at the 4th level, which is all the way up to my breaking point, and which I cannot literally take any more to this game. You're at this boss level it's really hard to hit the boss. I mean, he's flying really high above you, shooting really badly animated fireballs at you on a floating disco floor. And there's math equations on walls, and also a black and white chessboard that if you step on it, damn it kills you. I mean, who does this? Who actually just set a poison trap up around black and white chessboards that you're not supposed to step on? The game is like saying, fuck you have to stay right on there, and there's no way escaping the enemy that's deadlier than grass, a chess-colored floor. And this is where I literally give up right here. Fuck this game.
This game can go to hell! Oh my god, what the hell do you want?
Oh, don't you know me? I'm Bubsy Bobcat. Let's have fun together, shall we?
Well, you don't deserve it, fucker! Go away!
And when I mean fun, we mean to screw each other around. You know, like pumping each other and having sodomy together. Easy life where I am. Because that's why I do my game, especially the 3E version where we make people stupider and we start to molest kids. And that's why my games deserve a lot of respect.
Oh, you want better treat for your game, huh? You want to get what your game deserves, huh? You want this to get what you think deserves. Well, guess what? You're getting it!
Oh, but you're wrong, Mario Nama. See, I, for example, come from a screwed out world where gravity doesn't exist unless you want it to. That's why I'm able to fly even though I don't have wings. Because I'm awesome. And you suck, dipshit. And I have a yarn fetish. Hey, isn't that great? I love yarn. Because there's nothing better than yarn. I like to wrap my dick around it and go fishing with it. You know, all cats love fishing, you know. What? The hammer? No, don't you kill the game, you kill Bubsy!
You know what? This is what you're getting, fucker! Fucking bobcat! This game dies, you die too! You know what? I had to do it. This is the worst game I've ever played in my life. It had to be destroyed. Nobody wants this piece of shit. You see? Well, Angel Girl, you want some bobcat carcass? Come here. You love it, girl, huh? Until next time, this is Marlo Nama, signing off.